Long ago, in a rich kingdom surrounded by green hills and flowing rivers, there lived a queen named Queen Maribel. She had gold, land, servants, and power. Her palace shone in the sun like fire. People feared her more than they loved her. Even with all this wealth, the queen was never happy. She always wanted more. If one chest of gold arrived, she demanded two. If the harvest was good, she asked why it was not greater. Her heart was never full. At first, the kingdom was joyful. Farmers sang while working, children played freely, and markets were loud with laughter. But the queen raised taxes again and again. Slowly, smiles disappeared. Farmers lost their land. Traders closed their shops. People whispered instead of laughing. The palace grew richer, but the kingdom grew poorer. One night, Queen Maribel stood on her balcony looking at the city below. Instead of feeling proud, she felt angry. "This is not enough," she said. "I want more gold than any queen before me. I want my name remembered forever." That night, greed ruled her thoughts like a dark crown. The next morning, an old woman arrived at the palace gate. She wore torn clothes and carried a wooden staff. Guards tried to chase her away, but she asked to see the queen. "I bring a gift," the old woman said softly. Curious, the queen allowed her inside. The old woman showed the queen a small golden bowl. "This bowl gives endless wealth," she said. "Whatever gold you place inside will double by morning." The queen's eyes sparkled. "Give it to me," she ordered. The old woman warned her, "Greed has a price," but the queen laughed and took the bowl. That night, the queen placed one gold coin into the bowl. By morning, there were two. The next night, she placed 10 coins. By morning, there were 20. Soon, the palace was filled with gold. The queen danced with joy. She stopped listening to her advisors and trusted only the bowl. As the queen grew richer, the people grew weaker. Hunger spread. Children cried for food. Villagers begged the palace for help. But Queen Maribel locked her gates. "They should work harder," she said. "My gold is mine." One night, the queen had a strange dream. She saw her kingdom empty and broken. Gold covered the streets, but no people walked there. A voice said, "Gold cannot rule alone." The queen woke up sweating, but she ignored the dream and returned to counting her wealth. One morning, the queen noticed something strange. The gold from the bowl felt cold and heavy, darker than before. Still, she used it. Her greed was stronger than her fear. Soon, workers refused to work. Soldiers left their posts. There was no food in the city. Gold filled the palace, but the markets were empty. The queen stood alone in her throne room, surrounded by treasure she could not eat or share. The old woman returned, standing at the broken palace gate. "I warned you," she said. "Wealth without kindness destroys." The queen fell to her knees. "Take it back," she begged. "I will change." The old woman shook her head. "Greed leaves scars." She lifted her staff, and the golden bowl turned to dust. All the extra gold vanished, leaving only what the queen truly earned. Queen Maribel was no longer rich. The palace was quiet. Servants were gone. Power had slipped from her hands. For the first time, she felt true loneliness. Ashamed, the queen went among the people. She worked in the fields, helped rebuild homes, and shared what little she had. Slowly, trust returned. The people saw change not in her words, but in her actions. Years later, the kingdom bloomed again. Queen Maribel ruled with fairness, not fear. She learned that true wealth is found in unity, kindness, and balance. She was remembered not as the greedy queen, but as the queen who learned. Moral lesson: greed can destroy even the greatest power. True wealth comes from kindness, fairness, and caring for others.